let's call this an addendum to what happened yesterday with Tucker Carlson. Not just with Tucker Carlson, the entire Fox News advocate, whatever the crap it's called. Tucker Carlson decided to retaliate for his comments yesterday when soldiers, sailors, Marines, Coast Guardsmen, reserves, active members, leaders in the military, from 4-star generals all the way down to privates, retaliated against Tucker Carlson. In his response, well, he retaliated back.
Today, the Department of Defense launched a large and coordinated public relations offensive against this show. Pentagon brass issued hostile statements. People in uniform sent out videos on social media. The DoD even issued a news release attacking us. Press Secretary smites Fox News host. Smites, like we're a hostile foreign power. This is bigger than a feud with some flack at the Pentagon. This is genuinely worrisome. The Department of Defense has never been more aggressively or openly political.
You react like they attacked you. You were attacking women who were pregnant who served in this country's military. What did you expect them to do? Just lay down and take it? Now, I know, obviously, you expect that you Fox News idiots and the rest of your right-wing idiots expect that of women to lay down and take it. But you don't attack members of the United States military and not get some kind of flack for it. But it's kind of amazing to me that you're not saying this about the soldiers, about the lower echelon, the soldiers, not the military leaders, but you're not saying this about the sergeant major, or the sergeant, or the private, or the second lieutenant, or the captain, or the major, or anyone else like that. It's amazing to me that you'll say this. This whole thing was nothing more than just another bashing of Joe Biden. What was it that Rudolph's son said? We're going to be the sole opposition to Biden? Or words to that effect? Seriously, it just getting worse.
Nothing matters more than what Joe Biden does to our U.S. military. Our military is the last functional institution of any size in this country. It's the last institution most people trust and respect. It is by far the most important. A weak military means no country, period.
No military means no country, period. Then why did you attack the military? Why did you attack members of the United States military? A weak country means a weak military means no country, period. Why did you attack the military? Because obviously, there are two options I wanted to show about yesterday when I made this video. When I made the video yesterday about Carlson. That he's either a bigot, which we probably already know, or he's just doing this for the money. It's easy to generate hatred about someone or something. It dispels all logic, and it's so easy for them to make cash off of it. But honestly, I'm leaning towards the first part. He's a bigot. Not to mention an idiot. Now he talks about maternity flight suits, the same thing he said about yesterday. And he completely misses the mark. Completely.
Creating maternity flight suits. Maybe those suits have been around for a while. We'd never heard of them.
Maybe they've been around? Tucker, you really don't know anything about the military, do you? Now, it's easy for people like you and me. A man, obviously, again, I hadn't served in the United States military, but I know people who have. My family did. Even I know about the United States military from a historical outsider's point of view. And guess who else knows about the military? The current president of the United States. You know why he knows about it? Because his son served in the military. But no, you're not going to talk about Joe Biden's son or any of the sons or daughters, brothers and sisters who served. I'm still hoping you try to do that. I am begging you to do that. I'm begging you to. Because honestly, I think you'll be very surprised to what happens to you if you do.
That phrase stuck out, not because we have some hateful bias against pregnant women flying military jets. We're pro-pregnancy, as we often say. We're also open-minded. Maybe pregnant women make the best pilots. The Department of Defense measures everything, so there's got to be extensive research on this question. If the Pentagon can show that pregnant pilots are the best, we will be the first to demand an entire Air Force of pregnant pilots.
What? What is wrong with you? You know, what really bothers me about this guy is that he's an idiot. He's a jackass, for one thing. He's a bigoted jackass, but he's also an idiot. But this plays down to the string. You say you're pro-pregnancy. We already know you're pro-life. The only thing is that the only lives you do care about are the ones that agree with your point of view. But I never heard you say anything about being pro-military. Although I know you Fox guys are pro-military. There's just one small problem with that. The pro-military that you guys are pro-war criminals. Specifically the war criminals that Donald Trump let loose. You don't have to take my word for it. Mr. Hegseth, Pete Hegseth, Fox News, former U.S. Army National Guardsman. Speak.
I would note also the Blackwater contractors, and if you look at that story of Raven 23 and how it was misconstrued against those guys, God bless the president for having the courage, which a lot of other presidents wouldn't do, to pardon those men.
I rest my case. You love the military. You Fox guys, you love America. You love the military. But when it comes to actually respecting the people in the military, our military, you don't care. You don't give a good gosh darn about them. Otherwise, you wouldn't be acting like this. The real problem I have with you Tucker, other than the fact that you're a racist, bigoted bastard who's probably only doing it for the money, is the simple fact that you won't back up your crap with evidence. Not to mention the fact that you work for a company that's built on disrespecting women. Women who have probably slept their way to the top. Although you want to apply that to the current vice president. All of you on Fox News are a bunch of hypocritical racists. You're a bunch of empty-headed fools. The Kayleigh McNary, the former president's press secretary, who couldn't tell the truth to save her damn life, to people who used to work for Fox News. That spiky-haired Elvis wannabe, Glenn Beck, who got fired from Fox News after he said on the show that the former President Obama was a Nazi, and that generated all kinds of bad press. To that fake judge Janine Pirro, who doesn't know a damn thing about the law. To the man I'm going to talk about, to the man I really want to talk about next, Sean Hannity.
Welcome to Hannity. Tonight, Joe Biden, he needs to pick up the phone. I suggest call Mar-a-Lago and, bring unity to the country as he says he so desperately wants. And thank President Donald Trump, because a few moments ago, he tried to take credit for everything that Donald Trump did on COVID-19. 3 vaccines, thanks to Donald Trump's Operation Warp Speed.
I'm not even going to bother showing you the rest of what he said. Quite frankly, I think it's pretty damn disgusting. You told the President of the United States to congratulate his predecessor for trying to put an end to a pandemic that he obviously didn't put an end to. But I mean, we went through this in one of the last videos that I posted, but maybe it's about time we did it again. Trump deserves no credit for his response to the coronavirus pandemic. Let's review. He knew about the virus long before it hit this country, long before American patient zero. The Bob Woodward tapes confirmed that. He didn't do anything to get us ready for this virus. And I'm getting sick and tired of Trumpers screaming, what should he have done? What could he have done? How about got us ready for it? How about actually hiring actual experts, not people like Mike Lindell, to deal with the crisis? And speaking of which, he undercut the scientific experts and basically lied his ass off every time he was on camera. And the only reason Trump was on camera is because it fed that pathetic ego of his. So you're saying we should thank him for it? Okay, let's thank him for the fact that our country's economy was completely crippled because of him not taking the steps, because he let the states handle it, and the states' responses were crap. Some of them actually worked, but they were still crap because they didn't address the issues. Let's give you credit for the fact that you screamed about not taking any kind of precautions, the common sense precautions, washing hands, mask wearing, social distancing. You didn't recommend any of that. In fact, you encouraged the very opposite of that. Let's not forget the fact that you held political rallies through the entire year, which were nothing more than super spreader events, where thousands of Americans actually got infected with the virus and thousands more died. So Sean, I'm going to give Donald Trump all the credit. But he didn't do anything to push the vaccine. Either one. He never even had a vaccine plan. He never even had a plan to get the vaccine to us. Joe Biden did, and he's pushing it. Well, am I supposed to thank him because he gave me a $1,200 check? One check that was supposed to last me all that time? Last Americans all that time? Without even saying anything about it? Let's not forget the fact that this guy went on television and said, and I quote, "I will not take responsibility for any of this." You actually believe that Joe Biden is supposed to call him on the phone and say, "Thank you, Trump. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you." That's not going to happen, you arrogant son of a bitch. And don't think for 1 second that we're going to forget any of this. Trump is directly responsible for the deaths of the coronavirus pandemic. Now, again, this is a virus. I'm not expecting him to cure it. I'm expecting him to do his damn job. And he didn't. But you want Joe Biden to thank him because you think it's going to help you, because you're so much of a Trump ass kisser. You think it's going to help your ratings, the ratings that Fox News is really going down. I don't know whether you are really this blind to him, or you're just nothing but a Trump whore on his knees. He's worshiping the man. But it's becoming more and more pathetic every single day. The way I see it, Hannity, Donald Trump should be thanking Joe Biden for taking the burdens of this crisis off his shoulders. Donald Trump should be calling the White House to thank Joe Biden, because right now Trump could possibly say, because Trump can say, honestly, I didn't have a plan. I had no freaking idea what I was supposed to do. I didn't even know it was going to be this bad. But thank you, Joe, for taking that burden away from me. That is what Donald Trump should do. And to put it even more honestly, that's what every single American out there, especially the Donald Trump supporters, should do. Thanking Joe Biden for helping us in this crisis. Because your man didn't do jack squat, but make the situation 10 times worse. If you're ever interested in proving me wrong, I will have nothing more than debate with you, or Tucker Carlson, or Janine Pirro, or Captain McNary, or even Tammy, or the Barbie doll Tammy Lauren. See, you guys, it's very easy for you to fight when no one fights you back. I'm a fighter. You're not. You and that sycophant Fox News are nothing more than a bunch of bullies. And I learned from a very young age, that sooner or later, the bully is going to be hit in the face. And trust me, Hannity, Pirro, McNary, Latner, whatever, everyone else at Fox News, the fist is coming. CTP, know the truth. God bless. Peace to the left, justice to the right.